My dear, I really need you to listen closely to what I am about to say, because this has been weighing on my heart for a long time. I owe you a deep, sincere apology, not just for the moments I've wronged you, but for the way I have treated you over time. I am truly sorry for how I have made you feel like you were just an option in my life, when in reality, you deserve so much more than that. You are a person who brings so much value, love, and light into my world, and yet, I failed to show you that in return. You deserve to be cherished, appreciated, and valued every day, but I didn't treat you the way you deserved. It pains me deeply to admit this, but I've been thinking a lot about how I treated you, and I know I fell short in so many ways. You should never have been made to feel like someone I could take or leave. That is not who you are, and it was unfair of me to make you feel that way. I've come to realize how much I hurt you, and that realization weighs heavily on me. The thought that I caused you pain, that I made you question your worth, is something I deeply regret. I see now that I have failed to show you the love and respect that you deserve, and for that, I am truly sorry. It breaks my heart to know that you may have spent sleepless nights wondering where you stood in my life. You should never have been made to feel like you weren't important or like you were someone I could simply overlook. You deserve so much more than that. You should always feel like you are at the top of my list, like you are the most important person in my world, because that's what you are. It's taken me a while to understand just how much you mean to me, but now that I do, I can't believe I let things get to this point. You are not just someone who passes through my life, you are someone who brings light into it, someone who makes everything better simply by being there. I want to acknowledge the tears you've shed because of me, the pain you've carried because I didn't treat you the way you deserved to be treated. For every tear you cried, for every time I let you down, I am deeply, deeply sorry. I never meant to hurt you like this, but I see now that my actions, or lack thereof, did exactly that. I can't undo the past, but I can promise you that I have learned from it. I've come to understand that I didn't truly appreciate how much you mean to me, and for that, I am filled with regret. Looking back, I regret every moment that I made you feel less than you are. You are an incredible person, and I should have been there for you more, showing you that you are loved, valued, and irreplaceable in my life. You should never have felt like you were on the outside, looking in, or like you were second to anyone or anything else in my life. The truth is, you are the person who brings me joy, the person who makes everything in my world better. I realize now that I took that for granted, and I can't tell you how sorry I am for not showing you just how much you mean to me. I know that I've messed up. I know that I've made mistakes, and I'm not going to stand here and pretend otherwise. What I can do is take responsibility for those mistakes and let you know that I am committed to being better. I don't want you to ever feel like you are unimportant to me again, because that couldn't be further from the truth. You are, and always will be, someone incredibly special to me, and I will spend the rest of my life making sure that you know that. I am sorry for not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, for not showing you the love and respect that should have been there from the start. I regret the times I let you down, the times I hurt you, and the times I made you feel like you weren't a priority. You are not just someone I can overlook or ignore, you are the one who brings light and happiness into my life. I am sorry for every time I made you feel less than that, and I promise you, from this point forward, I will do everything in my power to make it right. You have touched my life in a way that no one ever has, and even when you're not physically present, I feel your influence deeply. It's as though my thoughts are constantly pulled toward you, no matter how far away you are. Before you, I could easily distract myself with the surface-level aspects of life, the noise and clutter that usually keep people busy. But now, it's impossible. You've awakened something deeper in me, and I can no longer ignore it. Your words, your presence, the memories of you, they've become ingrained in my heart in such a profound way. It feels like you've unlocked truths about myself, truths I've long tried to bury. Many of them make me uncomfortable because they force me to confront the parts of me I've hidden. But even so, I know they are necessary, and I know that these realizations are leading me back to you. I've been pulled in so many different directions, chasing after things that seemed important but ultimately were not. Most of these pursuits were empty distractions to keep me from confronting what really matters. But among all those false paths, one call has always stood out, clear and true, above everything else. That call is from you, from your heart to mine. Even across the distance, it resonates so powerfully within me. I know, without a doubt, that I must make things right between us. There's a sense of urgency that I can't shake. The time is now, and I realize that I've let too much time pass already. I've had my share of successes, material victories that others might envy. From the outside, it probably looks like I should be content. But none of it has brought me the happiness I expected. None of it has filled the void. No matter how much I achieve, I still feel incomplete because the most important thing in my life, the connection with you, remains unresolved. Without you, the sweetness of success is hollow, the accomplishments ring empty. There's this deep, gnawing feeling inside me that something crucial is missing. And I know now, with complete certainty, that it's you. I'm sure it seems to you that I'm unaffected by how things unraveled between us, that I've moved on without a care. But that couldn't be further from the truth. There's so much you don't know, so much I've kept hidden from you and from the world. You don't know how many nights I've cried over you, how many sleepless nights I've spent agonizing over the thought of losing you. I withdrew from everyone and everything around me, not because I didn't care, but because my mind was constantly on you. I watched from a distance, always trying to make sure I didn't lose you to someone else. You don't know the sacrifices I made, the karmic relationships I let go of, the toxic situations I fought through, all in the hopes of creating space for you in my world. I've changed so much, in ways you may not even realize. I changed my job, my work environment, my friends, and even where I live, all because I knew that if I remained stuck in those old areas of my life, I might lose the most precious thing of all, my true love. Losing you would have been unbearable, a pain I couldn't live with, and so I transformed everything in my life to make room for the possibility of us. You're not just my happy place. You are the one place where I feel truly safe and comfortable, where I can be myself without fear of judgment. In your presence, I feel loved, appreciated, motivated, and at peace. You understand me in a way no one else does. You hear the words I don't say, you read the emotions I can't express. You see through the silence and grasp the depth of my feelings. You make me feel strong and confident, and every positive change I've made in my life is because of you. I owe you so much for the growth I've experienced, and without your presence, whether physically or emotionally, I wouldn't have been able to make these changes. Now, I am releasing the fears and restrictions within myself that have held me back from fully embracing what we could be. I've been afraid, yes, but I'm letting go of those fears because I realize that you are the most beautiful part of my life. I know I owe you more than just an apology for everything that happened between us. I can only hope that you've found a way to release the disappointment I caused. Just know this, I couldn't escape you, even if I wanted to. My feelings for you are unshakable, and I couldn't move on from you if I tried. Your absence has humbled me in ways I didn't expect, and it's become clear to me now. I am coming back to you, with a heart that understands, that's ready to make amends, and that knows what it truly wants.